Never before seen body camera footage from the arrest of a suspect accused of raping a U of H student.
Yeah, our 13 Investigates team going back and forth with the university for months to get this video until finally the Texas Attorney General demanded they hand it over. The story was a big one, not just for the brutality of the crime inside a campus parking garage, but because the man was arrested hours after the assault, only to be released, sparking a search for him that lasted more than a week.
13 Investigates' Micah Hatfield has the video that you will only see here on 13, and it seems like it's quite dramatic, Micah.
It is, and you know, we continue to look into where that breakdown happened that allowed the suspect to finally initially walk free. He's charged in a violent attack on a 21-year-old college student. It's a crime that had U of H students demanding increased safety on campus. Now, through this body camera footage, it's clear that University of Houston police immediately linked this man to the sex assault. So what went wrong?
In your dream!
A crowd of officers surrounded who they would later identify as Eric Brown near the University of Houston campus one February night.
Get on the ground. Gone! I am gone!
This is about 6 hours after a 21-year-old female student reported that she was sexually assaulted at knife point in a campus parking garage. 13 Investigates exclusively obtained body camera footage from 12 UHPD officers on scene of the arrest. According to the officers in the video, they say they worked off of a description given by the victim and surveillance video that showed Brown leaving the parking garage to identify him.
I was like, them shorts. I looked at my phone. That's him.
Brown was tased, and according to officers in the body camera video, it took about 5 people to get the handcuffs on him. You see officers pull a knife from Brown's pocket.
Found the knife.
There was a large police presence at the scene of Brown's arrest. The 13 Investigates team watched hours of body camera footage, and at one point or another, each of the officers spoke about him as the suspect in the recent sexual assault.
It's gonna be him. We got him.
It looks like him to me.
Trying to see if we got enough to say it was him. He fit the description. It's just based on that.
Good job, guys. Yeah, appreciate it. It's an sexual assault suspect.
That sexual assault this morning already hit the news.
Yep.
That's the
right
picture.
before he left.
Yeah, that's
the garage.
It's him, based on the surveillance video. Exact same clothing, everything.
At this point, the victim had not positively identified the man they had in custody. According to several officers in the video, she was still at the hospital. Meanwhile, Brown sat in the back of a UHPD car for at least 30 minutes. At some point that night, a UHPD officer called the district attorney's office intake division. And here's where the finger pointing comes in. The officer is responsible for providing the DA's office with information related to the crime to determine if they're going to accept charges or not. Brown was originally charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a peace officer. Apparently, an officer was scratched during the arrest. The DA's office tells ABC 13 today that the officer who called to present the resisting and assault of a peace officer charges said Brown was a sex assault suspect. The DA's office says they asked that officer if he wanted to present the sex assault charge. He said that another officer was continuing to investigate that part of it, and he would present the case. The DA's office says they never heard from that officer, and someone from their office followed up with UHPD when he saw the case on the news. At the time, U of H said they didn't know why sex assault charges were not accepted. Brown was released from jail hours after his arrest on that Saturday because the resisting and assault of a peace officer charge were dropped. He was released on Saturday, charged in the sex assault on the following Tuesday, and arrested a week later. We sent the University of Houston a number of questions, including asking if they believed they had several things that linked Brown to the sex assault, why he wasn't charged with it immediately. They tell us it's not uncommon in criminal cases for charges to be filed in stages based on the evidence available at the time. They told us they couldn't comment further. In the studio, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.